What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. First, I want to give a big shout out to one of our subscribers, Beep Bop, who recommended this reaction video. He was watching our Michael Jordan mixtape and was like, yo, MJ the GOAT, but could you do a Larry Bird reaction video? Because Larry Bird is my favorite player. I said, absolutely. Bird is that guy. You're absolutely right. I can't believe I haven't done a Larry Bird video yet. So not only do I want to do a reaction to this video, but I want to talk about Larry Bird a little bit before we actually get into the reaction portion, all right? Larry Bird out of Indiana State was drafted in 1978 with the 6th overall pick by none other than the Boston Celtics. And with Magic Johnson, Larry Bird would resuscitate the NBA and take it into the new horizons and really carry the league into a new atmosphere, all right? Larry Bird played small forward and sometimes he played power forward as well. Played 13 seasons with the Boston Celtics, 1979 through 1992. Career average, 24 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, average, and 6.3 assists per game as a point forward. 24, 10, and 6. Extremely impressive. Extremely impressive, especially for a white boy. Larry Bird is the best white boy to ever step foot on the court, even to this day. And I do not think we will ever see a better white boy than Larry Bird, Larry Legend. Not just white European, but even white American. There hasn't even been a white American even come close to sniffing Larry Bird. The white Europeans, the European whites have a better chance. But even the Europeans, ain't nobody come close to Larry Legend. Let's take a look at his accolades. 3-time NBA champion, 2 times NBA Finals MVP, 3 times NBA Most Valuable Player, and the only player to ever win 3 MVPs back-to-back consecutively. 12-time NBA All-Star, NBA All-Star Game MVP, 9-time All-NBA First Team, All-NBA Second Team once, 3-time NBA All-Defensive Second Team, Rookie of the Year, made the rookie team, 3-time NBA Three-Point Contest champion, was in the 50-40-90 club twice, and got Athlete of the Year. An absolutely astonishing career by none other than Larry Legend, Larry Bird, all right? Like I said, Larry played 13 seasons with the Boston Celtics. And a lot of people will say, and they're not necessarily wrong, they'll say, yeah, Larry Bird's last few years, he wasn't prime Larry Bird anymore. He was really being plagued by injuries and was a shell of himself, which was true. But Larry Bird, a shell of himself, was still a perennial all-star. That's the crazy part. So take this into consideration. In the 1988-1989 season, Larry Bird only played 6 games. I believe he had some type of Achilles injury, a double Achilles injury, something like that. So he would miss 6 games into the season. He would miss the rest of the season. After coming back from that Achilles injury, the very next season, Larry Bird played 75 games and averaged 24 points, 7.5 assists, and 9.5 rebounds straight off the Achilles injury. Are you kidding me? And I'm pretty sure it was an Achilles injury. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. 24, 7.5, and 9.5 off the injury. Now, after that season in which he came back, he would only play 2 more seasons. And this is where he was basically, well, he was getting plagued with back injuries the last 2 seasons. So he only played 60 games and 45 games respectively, but he still had an average of 19, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and then his final season, 20 points, 8.6 rebounds, or 9.6 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. In his final season, a shell of himself. He only played 45 games, but still a shell of himself. 20, damn near 10 rebounds, damn near 7 assists. Larry Legend, ladies and gentlemen. Larry Legend. After Magic Johnson, I think Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time, and hands down the greatest point forward of all time. But after Magic Johnson, I think Larry Bird is the next best point forward I've ever seen. People always talk about LeBron James, and I get LeBron James has played longer, he's going to have all the counting numbers, but if you watch Larry Bird play, stylistically and getting the job done, making the right pass, making the easy pass, but also stylistically, I think Larry Bird was a better passer than LeBron James. Larry Bird could really pass the basketball. He was an absolute wizard. He was an absolute magician with that basketball. And for him, unathletic white guy, super unathletic. But for him to be getting down in the paint consistently, especially playing in a league where there's a lot more giants, using his body, using his feet, boxing out and boxing his way into the paint and grabbing 10 rebounds a game for a career? You kidding me? You kidding me? The most unathletic white boy, but out here smart, using his feet, using his legs, getting position, and grabbing these rebounds. And when he would grab the rebound, of course he'd look up for the outlet pass, but Bird would always push the fast break. He'd be pushing that fast break. We all know the shooter that Larry Bird is. Like I said, 3 times three-point NBA contest champion. Bird will shoot your lights out. Shoot it out. There's a reason his last name is Bird. You know, birds have amazing eyesight. You know, they can see a mouse in the, some birds can see a mouse in the field thousands of feet up in the air. That's Larry Bird, sniper. He locked on to that. Whew. Larry Legend. Don't get caught with that 3-ball, baby. He was an amazing passer. He was an amazing ball handler, too. Dude could really dribble the ball. You could take, people be like, oh, you know, they make the comments about back then they were playing with plumbers and all this, and they look at they see how much hyper athletic the players are now overall. They're like, oh, these old guys couldn't hang in today's. You give me Larry Bird and I'll drop him in this NBA right now, and you will give all them boys the business. Each and every one of them. The business. Put some respect on that boy Larry Legend. Now I'm going to shut the hell up because I could go on forever talking about the man that is Larry Bird. But I'm going to shut the hell up and we're going to get into this reaction video right now. Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Obviously, I wasn't alive to watch Larry Bird play live, but I've done much research over the years. Had some old video footage of Celtics games. Had some DVDs, documentary DVDs that had Celtic games on there where I could go and really watch it for myself and try to get immersed into the time and presence as it was back then. Look at that pass. My God.
Hick from Finch Lick out as a calling card. And
I'm playing with the Converse on, boy. Don't buck your knees, buddy. Don't buck your knees, buddy. Look at that pass, bro. What you want? And I'm gonna do a reverse scoop on your ass. Whoop, got him. I'm telling you, bro. Stylistically, listen, Bird's passing shits on LeBron's, bro. Bird was swagoo with it. Wet. Passing, bro. 6'9", 220 pounds. Non-athletic, but that boy had game.
I'm gonna get it right here, Ed, and I'm gonna shoot it in your face.
2 people, bang. I didn't even talk about how clutch he was.
Damn. I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock.
That's the first 3-point contest, he says. I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second.
This is a tie for the money.
Knew it was going there.
Just absolutely.
And he was doing a 3-point contest with the jacket on, with the sleeves rolled up.
My guard nothing worked.
Bird with 8 seconds. Bird on the drive. The runner.
Look at that floater.
Larry Bird is just unconscious.
He called it. He said rainbow trainer's lap.
Fade back on.
Bird falls into Joe O'Toole.
Guys on the end of the bench is giving each other props. Bird is a bad man.
Bird has 60 points.
He would do a head fake.
Get all 3 of them up and finish with the left hand.
This, and the guy would turn, and he would just fake the crap out of guys.
Yo, he would kill that move. I had a friend in high school that would use that all the time. Dude, that pass was nasty.
All of us and the media said, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed. And at the end of 3 quarters, the next night in Portland, he had 27 points left-handed.
Looking like a hippie. Looking like a hippie, boy. Looking like Shaggy. Zoinks! Zoink Scoob! Zoinkies!
His body was behind the basket, and he released that left hand.
Wet. Nope. Oh, I remember this one. Yep. Caught his own rebound with the right hand, switched to left, all in one air in the motion, put it right back in. Nasty. With the left hand. Oh, that pass. That's one of the best passes I've ever seen. Behind the back bounce pass, skips baseline, and avoids the defender. That was just mind-boggling. As good as this mixtape is and it's going to be, I know that it doesn't even capture everything. Of course, it can capture everything Bird did, but you could just imagine all the highlights this guy has in his vault. Off one leg. Give me that.
Boy, this is something else.
He would just flick it or tap it or bounce it to a teammate without even catching it.
Always on his P's and Q's. Always on his P's and Q's. Come on, man. That. Oh, you kidding me? Open behind the shoulder. And that was old. That was older Bird right there. Give me that. No hesitation either. He knew he was taking that shot behind the back, boy. Give me that behind the back. Come on, boy. Don't jump. Dude, y'all. That skip pass. Give me that, boy.
I think that the Celtic fans, I think that most of the arena and the Detroit Pistons forgot that Larry Bird hadn't quit.
Now there's a steal by Bird.
Hey, good heads up to get that pass off quickly without falling out of bounds. Good. Just on your P's and Q's, man. On your P's and Q's.
Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt. And Larry Bird is headed to the locker room for treatment.
And on top of all of these accomplishments and all these things he does, Larry Bird plays hurt.
Yeah. It's funny, I got a friend named Larry. He actually looks just like Larry Bird. Young cat. Young cat. He in his 20s. And I told him, I was like, dude, you actually look like Larry Bird. He's like, who's Larry Bird? I'm like, man, you're young. He's like, you don't know who Larry Bird is? Nope. Greatest Celtic, greatest Celtic ever played. There will never be a better Celtic. I don't care. Name who you want to. Paul Pierce, Jason Tatum in the future. Don't matter. Bird is that guy. Give me that, boy. I got Bird. I have to like sit down and do my. I've never really done like a top 10 all time. Like actually sat down and write it down. I think I'd probably have to have Bird somewhere between.
They have different personalities.
Without really thinking about it, somewhere between 6 and 8 probably. I have to think about it. There's the Magic Man. Who we at? The old school rivalry, bruh. Magic versus Bird. Remember that shot, the bank shot. Give me that. Give me that. Wet. Put the kids to bed, Larry. Put the kids to bed. hook shot. Could you imagine, like, shout out to like the people that are old enough to actually witness this rivalry going on back in the day. That had to be an incredible rivalry.
Please welcome now the Irvin Magic Johnson.
To the greatest basketball player ever, but more important, a friend forever.
I dedicated my life to basketball, and I dedicated my life to the Boston Celtics. My basketball career is officially over, and I had a blast. But tonight I leave you and I say thank you, Boston. Good night.
The man, the myth, the legend, Larry Legend. Great video, great. Like I said, this video doesn't even do Larry Bird justice. Doesn't even do him justice. But obviously the dude's an absolute beast, bro. And he would dominate in today. Oh God, could you imagine how easily he would score in today's league as one of the greatest shooters to ever play the game? Dude, he would light this league up, bro. Light this league up. Light it up. Wet. Super wet. Wet jet. Super soaker. Oh, I wish I could just get a time machine and bring these old players back in today's game and just put them on a court. Be like, go to work. Anyway, let me know what you think about it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like this reaction video, we have other reaction videos that you can check out. Well, actually, most of them are Jordans, but we do other player analysis, all sorts of stuff. So check out our playlist, see if there's anything else you might be interested in. We cover a lot of different players here, a lot of different topics, drama, sports analysts, all that stuff. We get into a little bit of everything. So appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Salute to Larry Legend, greatest Celtic of all time, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. We out, baby.